Last week we asked who is the first ever UK rapper, and I feel like we kind of answered that question in a sense. We gave it an answer, right? We gave it an answer. We named him MC Allen, but actually it was a group called Allen and Blew It, which I found out is a guy called Tony Allen and a guy called Tony Blewett. They're both called Tony, and those names are the surnames. I think I've tracked down Tony Blewett. I've sent him a message. If that's the correct name, I'm not sure actually when I think about it. But if that's the yeah, if it's him, I've sent him a message, and he yeah, he hasn't got back to me yet. But we'll see if he does. If he does, I'm gonna try and get him on the show to come and say something. He doesn't live in the country anymore. If it is him, so we decided that MC Allen and Allen and Blewett, MC Allen we're calling him, is the first UK rapper because he was rapping British, and because although a lot of people said it was Dizzy Heights, I just felt like both them songs were kind of parodies, and Dizzy Heights was being credited as the one that's not the parody, and yeah, so I went with Allen. But a few people have since then said, nah, we should give it to Dizzy Heights because he was doing shows, he was out there on the scene, he was active, right? He was a bit more respected as a rapper. So I want to credit that, I want to acknowledge that. But then so today I also asked, okay then, so who's the first, so I said, who's the first real UK rapper, yeah? We're talking about real hip hop. And just in a sense of not being a novelty, being respected, right, as a rapper, right? And then straight away, shout out Luke Maverick and make sure you all go follow on Instagram UK Hip Hop History because he's doing a lot of this similar kind of content on a Instagram format. He said Nutriment maybe, right? 1983. And it made me realize we did Nutriment last week, but I kind of brushed past it and said I didn't like it, right? But now when I'm deep in it, I was expecting to go somewhere way later on the first real UK rapper, right? But when I deep it, I think he's right. Because that was... So I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull that up, yeah, especially because people are going to be still joining in that as we're starting. I'm going to do another reaction to that, right? I'm going to go, because I don't think I even played the whole song. I'm going to pull up the lyrics, and yeah, I'm going to go through the lyrics properly and go through the song properly, because he said here as well, because I was told, yeah, second record after Dizzy Heights. I tagged you in a post on it. I actually played it again just now and feel like it's notable for the political content at least. So... I know I did it last time, but I'm saying if we end up saying, right, this is the first significant hip-hop record, then I feel like I need to give it a bit more respect. I think I just said I didn't like it because it's quite American and the beat, it has some crazy reverb on it. I listened briefly today when I looked back to my reaction and I kind of was giving it a bit more time. But I've already got it up. Wait, I've got it up on Google. So it's called London Bridge is Falling Down. And it's, we had a lot of fun with humour in that last week, but this is a bit of a less humorous one. And that's why maybe people might like it even less, because it's very, very dated. Let's check this out, right? Let's check out a bit more details of it. Get these adverts out of here. London Bridge is Falling Down, Nutriment, produced by Roy Carter. Likely the first political UK hip-hop song ever made. Nutriment's London Bridge is Falling Down is an important release in the saga of early British hip-hop history. Let's see what more we got on that. While it is widely reported to be the first UK hip-hop release, this is incorrect, as there is releases going back to 1980 and one contender from 1979, which I imagine is Ian Jury, right? And I want to acknowledge that as well, because the MC Allen one we credited was 1980, but Ian Jury, who was not a hip-hop record but was rapping, was 1979. So there's a big argument that Ian Jury is actually the answer, right? But I'm trying to find who's really hip-hop. And also, I put up a post today saying, because it mentioned, when we're going through the history, we mentioned that reggae and toasting and dub artists were really the start, right? So I want to go back to that today. I was going to move forward, didn't it? I was going to go to the next stage. Okay, who was after all of these first rappers? But I think we need to go a bit further back. So I'm going to carry on with this who was the first UK rapper a little bit. And then I'm going to go back to the influences of them, right? Because the lineage of rap and the real authentic British rappers that eventually came out, if we're talking London Posse and others in between, right? The lineage goes to those reggae artists and those dub artists. It doesn't go to it doesn't go to MC Allen and probably doesn't go to Ian Jury and all of these artists that much. You know what I'm saying? Not as much as it goes back to Smiley Culture, and I'll mention, these artists were mentioned in the first time I asked the question, but we kind of didn't cover them. So I've made a new post today. I'm going to go to the new post and we're going to pull those up. But anyway, let me continue this. Yeah, going back to 1979. So the song discusses the lack of faith in contemporary politics. The song's release coincides with the 1983 election due to the belief that regardless of who wins, the general population are still going to suffer. That's what I thought it was, right? But I got confused listening to the lyrics last time because it said vote, 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 as if it's telling you to vote, but then it says there's no hope. So it's like, it's maybe saying there's no hope in voting, but I wasn't really 100% sure. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play this record one more time. Let's just see what it says about that. British nursery rhyme. They implicate. This is interesting, actually. We need to come to Genius more, probably. The chorus interpolates a classic British nursery rhyme. The implication here, as expanded on within the first verse, is the election of 1983 between Thatcher and Michael Foot is going to have a disappointing and potentially hurtful result regardless of who wins. Therefore, it's best just to leave while you can. Thatcher's first years in office prior to the 83 election saw unemployment on the rise and a failing economy through though these would recover in later years. That's mad interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? Being someone who grew up in the Thatcher era, I'm saying she took the milk straight out of our mouths in the primary school. Let's play the record one more time. Let's put a bit more respect on its name.
News, media, broken like a cocker spaniels, red or blue, Foot or Thatcher, either one, it don't really matter, win or lose or win, cause jobs will still be getting thin.
Yo, now I'm reading the lyrics, I'm liking this a lot more already. I wasn't really paying attention. I think the lyrics was just going past me. I was getting thrown off by the sound of the song, and I was like talking about thinking it was American or whatever, but yeah, I mean, red or blue, Foot or Thatcher, the bars it's right there, right? And we've continued to say this throughout, UK hip hop history. We've continued to say this narrative, and apart from when Corbyn was running, when I got into politics myself and was pushing the vote even, which I won't be doing again now. Like, we're back at the same position with Keir Starmer at the head of the Labour Party. So, ban all of them. Let's carry on.
London bridges are falling down and the governments are going to ground. Check out their nuclear bunker. You shot ain't seen and nothing funky. Talking about building with iron and steel. You know the possibility just ain't real. Since my Mac the knife has eradicated this form of life. I build it up with the wood and clay. You might as well throw the damn thing away. Sell it to a Hollywood. You know the cold cash sounds real good. Build it with a stone so strong. I'm mightier than the Foster Cone. You better watch out when they drop the bomb. I hope you really get my gist, cause this is one time when the world will twist. Where the bridges falling down, falling down, falling down. Where the bridges falling down. Better get a ticket out of London town. Where the bridges falling down, falling down, falling down. Where the bridges falling down. Better get a ticket out of London town.
Here we go, that's the bit I was talking about.
Get around outside, he bought himself a copy of the tourist guide, the A to Z and the A to Z, and I'm gonna tell you about just what he read. Cautious of the cracks, be careful of the grooves, and make sure you lose no money on the books. When confronted by a posse of the LBJ, don't hang around and hear what they gotta say. stay, take to your pins as quick as flash, and then you're guaranteed you won't get mad. You get some room and I get some stead, I get some money and I get some bread. I took my cousin around to check out what was going down. I took my cousin on a little trip, and that's when we got a real hip.
Alright, that was the sounds of Nutriment, London Bridge is Falling Down, 7-inch edit. I think it's probably a longer edit. They used to love doing mad long edits back then, right? And yeah, I got a new thought, respect for that. Thinking of it in the context that actually this may be the most significant. This is really not a parody record, right? I felt like the Dizzy Heights record was still kind of a parody, but don't get me wrong, cool, it's a rap song. Someone else pointed out some things in its defense today, and in fact I'll just pull that up. Let's pull up the post, which I just had up a minute ago. But I guess it's kind of like you had Rapper's Delight, yeah, which the song we credited last week was a parody of. That's classed as like the first mainstream hip hop record, right? But they're just rapping about nothing really, innit? Like it's party record. And then some people feel like the message was the first significant hip hop record because it had like a social message in it, right? And a political message. So maybe we have a similar couple of records over here as our first two. Okay, Luke said that's just a shame that it seems to be their only record. I think it's going to come back to Derek B in terms of the first to release an album and actually make some kind of impact. I'm sure there were plenty of others rapping before him, but it's hard to document it if they didn't release anything. That's going to be the next question in the future, like who released the first album, and there's Phase 1 and other people being suggested here, but we'll get to that another day, because I'm still here asking who is the first real UK rapper, right? I don't know, let's click on this link, let's just see what that is. Oh, Nutriment, there you go, what we just did. Oh yeah, that's Luke anyway. Genesis Elijah said Bionic. So I'm going to do something interesting. Yes, shout out Sam Gregory. Someone is in the chat. We're only doing British rap and I still haven't listened to these diss records, Sam. So how you feeling about I know we're talking about UK rap, but just on a personal level, I see, you was riding for J. Cole, and it's like J. Cole is the joke of the internet today. Chris Gray said, every time people talk on this subject, I'm reminded of Youngun's awesome track on a DJ MK mixtape from back when I were a kid. Learned a lots about hip-hop, chasing names from this. I mean, shout out Young Gun. Sorry, not Youngun. Youngun is a much later on rapper. But Young Gun is also a much later on rapper, and DJ MK and those mixtapes. I got a lot of stuff from them. But Sam Gregory said, J. Cole let me down, man. You should do a song called J. Cole Let Me Down. I mean, I know that's not a take on his song, because his song was about Nas letting him down. I know he let Nas down, right? It was about him letting people down. He's gonna make another one of them soon. Let Kendrick down. Danny Ritchie said was gonna say Slick Rick, but Bullet from a Gun came out 2 months before Slick Rick dropped his album. Yeah, and I can't see this on. Let me take myself off the screen if I can. Do I have a way to do that? 1 second. Yeah, I do. I'll take myself off the screen just so you can read that, right? I just got to say that Christmas rapping record is shit, but it was experimental. Dizzy Heights was a real rapper. He did the journey. He was definitely on board on the scene and a face. I hadn't heard about MC Allen before this post. Can't take Dizzy's flowers away. If you watch electro rock hip hop at the Hippodrome YouTube, you'll see Dizzy Heights doing his thing. About 5 minutes in, he must have dropped that American accent early in, because I remember he used to sound quite cockney like in electro rock. Let's search that on what should you say, electro rock Hippodrome Electro rock hip hop at the Hippodrome. Is that something I can? It says YouTube. Is that something I can search on YouTube? Let's try that out. But yeah, let's give Dizzy Heights is hosted by Mike Allen. Oh wow, look at this. See, we do need to be responding to. Sorry, I'm trying to put myself back. We do need to be reacting to more live content, more interviews, etc. Right? I also want to see, can we get like a Dizzy Heights interview or anything? But I think when I searched Dizzy Heights last time, let's go with rapper. It never came up with anything. But these people probably didn't do it. It just comes up with me. It just comes up with my video I put up the other day. In the vibe, Curtis Blow, Dizzy Heights and Brown. Okay, here's people doing podcasts where they look at the musical careers of these people, but there's British people, right? Put into the mix of that, right? Yeah, it don't look like I'm gonna find anything here other than the song. We did, I believe it's Mystery MC or MC Mystery who gave us that gem there, and she is apparently the first female MC, first female UK MC. And I was going to answer the question today, who's the first female UK MC, but I'm arranging for her to come on the show next week, so we're going to do it then. She said about 5 minutes in. Let's just...
Listen, there's a guy coming on right now who's just signing a record deal, which is really wonderful because he's, some would say, the first guy ever to bring rap to London and generally speaking Europe. Would you please welcome to Hip Hop at the Hippodrome, Dizzy Heights.
Okay.
Turn the microphone, turn the mic up.
Respect.
Are you feeling all right? Are you feeling all right? All right, Dizzy Heights.
Here we go. Because we didn't even see him last time.
A little hip hop, people at the back, you don't stop. A little hip hop, people at the front, you don't stop. Cause I go by the name of Dizzy Heights. I'll come to rap to you on the mic. I'm gonna rap in a different style to let you know I'm versatile. I'm the original rapper of London town, guaranteed to make your party down. For rapping different from the rest, so everybody knows why I'm the best. The part of London that I come from.
Alright, big up Dizzy Heights, man. Yeah. Because he just came out, he said it right there, I'm the original rapper of London town. So he claimed it. This, what he's rapping here, is obviously like very hip hop, not parody. Do you know what I'm saying? He's out here doing this thing. So, you know, Mystery MC right there schooled us, but, you know, she was there, so it's only right.
Nobody knows I'm the number one. So when I walk around, I have a lot of fun. Get it on down to the rapping sound, to the beat, y'all. Beat, to the beat, the beat that makes you move your feet. To the breakers, the house, boppers in the house, lockers, the rockers, the shockers in the house. Breakers, the poppers, the lockers, the rockers. Breakers, poppers, lockers, rockers. Breakers, the poppers, the lockers, the rockers. Shockers, the winners, all time losers, all time abusers. Give it what you got, give it what you got, give it what you got, and don't stop. To the height, on the mic. Are you feeling all right? Yeah, we know this is London, London town, London city, where all the girls are so pretty. The whole 1, 2, 3, 4, you're all gonna get what you come here for. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast, but when I'm on the mic, I'm your host because I rap rhythm, I rap rhyme. Always make sure my rap is on time. So people just get on down, rock, roll to the funky sound like this.
We get out there, pow, pow, point, point. We're gonna shock him, and then we do that smile, you know. Yeah. Charlie Chaplin, look at my man. He looks like Charlie Chaplin over here. He's all right. He's New York style, Charlie. Go get him, Charlie.
It's a shame this isn't in better quality, but.
Like a poet. Like a poet. Like a poet.
Speed it! Yo! Yo! Yo!
Making his first appearance at the Hippodrome is the winner of the London Rapping Championship, the Prince of Poetry, Junior G.
Okay, so big up Junior G as well. This is an hour-long video. We may have to actually watch this whole thing because we haven't come across Junior G yet. So I don't want to just watch this now. I wanna. We'll get to that when we find out who that is and who else is on this, right? Let's This is a gem, man. This is a gem. This finding this. So this is Mike Allen Presents, and there was a minute where someone was questioning. Shout out Sam Gregory with the fire emojis in the chat, but someone was asking, could MC Allen be Mike Allen? And for a minute where I thought, whoa, we would have known that, right? But I thought maybe he's hidden it all this time, but no, it turns out it's a Tony Allen, right? Mike Allen presents the cream of UK hip-hop from way back in 1985 at the London Hippodrome. The movie features London All-Stars, Rock City Crew, Wolverhampton B-Boys, including Goldie, Broken Glass, Mastermind Roadshow, Richie Rich, Family Quest, and Family Quest is who Mystery MC is part of, right? Dizzy Heights, and a whole bunch more. First release with a yellow cover by Polygram. The second release with pink cover was released by Channel 5, licensed from Polygram. We're gonna come and do more of this video 100%, but I just can't do the whole thing, right? King of Sting said free Mozambique. Well, that's better than free Bradford or whatever you said last time, mate. Alright, that's sick. That was sick. That was a find. We're coming back to that 100%. Alright, where else are we going with this? Now, there's a couple others. Wait, man. Someone else told me another song that was, but it's on my Instagram, which I don't have open there, right? Someone told me another song that before all of this. I just need to check if it's there in a comment. It might have been a Scottish rapper claim. The first UK rap. This is a claim, right? From Skyrock's STS. Skyrock STS. The first UK rap record was by actress Lorraine Chase. So I've never heard this. And okay, there's two things I got to show, right? This is not the Scottish one, but it is someone claiming that there's another Scottish record before the one we put out as the first Scottish record, right? So we're gonna look that up as well. So the first UK rap record was by actress Lorraine Chase. As well, people need to catch up with their history. But okay, well, where's her? That's not gonna help me, is it? What do I search? Rap record, rap song. Let's search that. See what comes up. Luton Airport. Yeah, she said. Oh yeah, he said that in the next comment. Something about Luton Airport, and said it was released before Rapper's Delight. So you're trying to tell me, yeah? This guy is trying to tell me that Lorraine Chase has the first rap record of all time that's even before Americans. Come on, man, come off of it. Lorraine Chase, It's Nice Here, innit? Well, that sounds British. 1979. London Airport song. Come, let's look at the Luton Airport, sorry. Luton Airport, and they call it a London Airport. That's always baffled me because Luton is not in London. Come on, guys. Luton Airport is a song performed in 1979 by the British all-female band Cats UK. It reached number 22 in the single charts and was inspired by the punchline. So does this mention rap in it? Come on. Genre pop. Like, do we have rap? Is the word rap in here? No, they're not even calling this rap. Yeah? Is this the record though? Because then what if it's a different record of hers? I'm gonna have to ask this guy, but let's just check out one of them. I don't know if it's the same record and they put a different title or what.
The guy as he passed me by, hi, in the middle of the street. Hi, I replied as I looked to the side, and I thought it'd be very nice to meet.
Okay.
How about a drink? Well, I started to think, but quick as a wink I replied, It wasn't very far to the nearest bar, and I was sitting on a stool by his side. I got used to the gloom and gazed around the room. If my head had been a top, you could spin it. I looked about and started to shout, it's nice here, isn't it?
It's nice here, isn't it? This is slightly a banger, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely sounds like rapping, isn't it, Sam?
Hi, said the guy, don't be shy. Hi, hi, would you like to see my flat? Can't say that I was surprised at the guy, and I thought he'd be getting round to that. I started to think, but I had another drink and thought, who am I to disagree? It wasn't long before we were standing at his door, and there he was fumbling with his key. I must admit he had a moody-looking pad. You really would have flipped if you'd seen it. I looked about, started to shout, it's nice here, isn't it?
Sam Gregory said it sounds like Barbara Windsor. It does, but she's an actress of the time as well, right?
With a gleam in his eye. Hi, hi, would you like to see my bed? Hi, with a blush. I didn't want to rush and pretended not to hear what he said. I've never been a prude, and I think it rather rude if you leave when you're having lots of fun. So in a little while, with nothing but a smile, I was doing what I never should have done.
Is it?
We started to kiss. I must admit that this had me in a mood in a minute. I looked about and started to shout, it's nice here, isn't it? Well, it was nice. I mean, what would you have done on an hot day with a big thirst? And he was such a dear little soul. What do I put my handbag?
Well, I don't know anything about Lorraine Chase, yeah? Shout out Casey Connolly. Oh my god, how did I forget Lorraine Chase? She is a legend. But did you know she was rapping though? Because I just put in her Wikipedia and there's no mention of her rapping. But I can't deny, you know, King of Sting said this is the gayest party I've been to. Yeah, because we just, yeah. Don't try it though, King of Sting. Yeah, I know you've been to very gay parties. Yeah, stop trying it. You've told me before that you're on Grindr. You go to gay parties every weekend. Anyway, I've got to dispute Mystery MC's claim to being the first UK female rapper, because the first UK female rapper, if this is true, if that when did Rappers Delight come out? Because someone's claiming that came out before Rappers Delight. I don't know if it's that song. Again, it's 1979. So Rappers Delight came out in 1979. Ian Jury came out in 1979. So we're basically showing, I hadn't even thought about that, like the lineage with American rap. British people had rap stuff coming out at the same time as America, basically. That's what we're discovering. Casey said, no, we didn't call it rap, it was spoken word with rhyme. Yeah, but that's pretty much rap to me, man. That sound like rap to me. But I want to, we can't see the date, but yeah, both are 79. Rappers Delight and that are both 79. And the commenter who told me about her did claim that her one came out before Rappers Delight, which that's crazy, yo. What's she known for though? I don't know nothing about this woman. Alright, there's no discography or filmography here. I'm not reading the whole thing. Wait, she became well known for her strong South East London accent and frequent use of Cockney slang, and found fame for a series of television adverts for Campari before embarking on an acting career. She's best known for playing the role of Steph Stokes in TV soap opera Emmerdale. From 2002 to 2006. Mad thing. So that must have been like years later, obviously. But this, I want to click on this Luton Airport, because this says 1976 and that kept coming up. I guess it looks like an advert that they said.
It's very odd. I don't even know your name, but after this one Campari and soda, I feel I almost know you.
Is she going to rap in this? I don't think she's going to rap in this, is she? If she's going to rap in this, she started hip-hop.
No, lemonade.
Campari and lemonade.
Yeah, nice colour, isn't it?
Campari. With soda, with lemonade.
Okay, she's not rapping in this. Cool, but what we're saying is, I'm a bit mind blown still. We're going to come back to this because I'm going to have to play that whole thing because next week I'm going to do the female rapper, right? I'm going to have to play that again, or at least a clip of it, and then play other ones because, yeah, she looks like the first. But again, it's going to be one of those cases where it's like she was the first. Shout out Nicolin in the comments, said 1979, yeah. But that wasn't the Luton Airport song, was it? Let's check out the Luton Airport song at least. When did this come out? It's by a group, but it's something to do with her, innit? I forget this. We've made the point. We made the point of her rapping rap. That's a bit mad, but I feel like Ian Drury was the only other 1979 one, right? She was really rapping on that record. The beat even sounded really like hip hop and that. British again. She's before all the ones we did last week. She's literally before all of them. And do you know what's mad with UK hip hop? I've noticed, and the whole history is women are so instrumental to it. I've just found this one, but like Cookie Crew. Am I gonna forget off the top of my head? The other most important woman who actually moved to America. It's gonna go out of my brain, but I'll find it when I pull up the thing. And so on, someone so obvious. But yeah, like I think I don't know if that was before Slick Rick or not. We'll get to it. Casey said the water in Mallorca don't taste like what it oughta. She was massive. That's bars, isn't it? Yeah, and that was on EMI. She had a major record deal. Alright, so the first UK rapper, whole thing has changed, and it is Lorraine Chase. Lorraine Chase is the first UK rapper. Shout out to Gleam who said Nina Cherry, but Nina Cherry is not British. Nina Cherry is from Sweden, but she was over here rapping. Danny Riddler said, "We Pappy Girls." Oh, you lot all want to start talking now and telling me about the first female rappers, yeah? But I'm doing that next week because I'm going to have a guest who is claiming they are the first female rapper. And I think apart from Lorraine Chase, they kind of might be. Definitely the first in the real hip-hop scene. But they're going to join us next week. So we're going to do that next week. I think on today's UK Legends episode, we need to go back further and pull up the reggae and dub artists as well before we move forward. Smiley Culture has been mentioned a lot. Who else, right? Tipper Irie and Papa Levy were about at the time and used to vibe with Saxon together, but there's not many that did what Smiley did, yeah? Clem said, I dare you play a guy from my hometown in the 1917. He was a trumpeter but also rapped. Gonella with Ted Easton Band. Alright, we'll do it right now, my mate. Yeah, we'll do that right now. Although, I had this up, right? Because Genesis Elijah said he felt the first real UK rapper was Bionic, yeah? Which a lot of people say, and we're going to get to Bionic and London Posse quite soon because they are, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to rush to them either because they're considered a starting point, right? But I watched this interview with him a little while ago, a long time ago actually, and he said where he found his influence from. In fact, we're going to do that first in a second because we're going to search Gleam's thing, and then we're going to do that before we get to the reggae side because I feel like he is going to tell us. Everyone classes him as the first UK rapper with a British accent, right? Even though we just found out Lorraine Chase is the first UK rapper with a British accent. She was even a year before MC Allen. But yeah, I think we should hear it from Bionic. So we're jumping forward a bit just to let Bionic speak. We're not going to cover Bionic's music yet, but let's hear it from him, who he felt was first, right? But first things first, what's Gleam talking about? Is this it, bro? Yeah, this one at the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Mr. Ned Ganella!
So this is a jazz band thing, yeah?
An old Carla preacher was sitting on a log. Had his finger on the trigger and his eye on the hog. The gun went through and the hog went zip. The preacher grabbed him with all his grip. You shall be free. Oh Lordy, Lordy. You shall be, yes you shall be free. When the good Lord sets you free.
But But this is another example, right? Of if we're looking at the origins of rap in general, yeah, hip hop in general. You know, a lot of people pointed out people were rapping before hip hop was a thing, right? So people were rapping in jazz in America or wherever. There's rap elements to what they're doing in jazz from long time, and other types of music and reggae, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, this is taking it back, right? So this is from your hometown, yeah, Gleam. Where is your hometown? I feel like I should know, but just in case it's not where I know you're from. He said he was Louis Armstrong's mate. He brought bebop to the UK. That's sick, man. That is sick. So yeah, so he's like a jazz pioneer in the UK, right? Which I think is a fair point in that if he's a jazz pioneer in the UK and doing like spoken word kind of jazz music like that in the UK, then he's part of bringing the rap element of that here. Play a bit more. Sam Gregory said that sounds like singing to me. I think so as well, but it's like there's talking bits in between, innit? There's like the talky bit and then the singy bit, which is kind of like a call and response as well. Yeah, Gleam just said it was call and response. Gosport near Portsmouth, or Portsmouth. Yeah, I'm assuming it's in Portsmouth, but yeah, call and response, which is like hip hop.
I was going down the road, had a tired team and a heavy load. I cracked my whip and the lead horse sprung, and the hind horse busted the wagon tongue. Oh, you Mona, you shall be free, oh Lordy, Lordy. Oh, Mona, you shall be, yes, you shall be free, when the good Lord sets you free.
Yeah, man, they're vibing. But yeah, I hear what Sam's saying about it being singing, but you know what I'm saying? We know there's a line from that to hip hop, innit? Even in America, there's a line from that and the call and response involved in the production, in you know what I'm saying, in the instrumentation, in the content, in the kind of almost talking parts of these records, you know what I'm saying, that led to what became rap. Like there's 100% a connection there to what led to what became rap music. Do you know what I'm saying? So I get it. Like I said, it's before rap was a thing, and it's actually before they were 100% rapping on records. So it's not like the Ian Jury record we played last week, which was like had jazz elements, had all kind of elements, but like a rock record with rap on it. Yeah, Sam said it's a bit in between. It's part of the history, it's part of the influence, right? But I'm glad we done that. So big up Gleam. I'm very glad we done that because that just showed some jazz, right? Because we're gonna do a lot of reggae probably today. Oh no, Sam Gregory said he don't like reggae. Remember that was his biggest downfall of his comment of all time. He's still catching heat for that. So yeah, we're gonna do quite a bit of reggae today, or like dub kind of, you know, reggae sound system. Gleam said that was his most famous track, but he had a load more like Cockney poetry. Mad. If you've got something you can think of specifically that's got that Cockney poetry vibe, like Nicola Murphy said, it's like gospel singing that led to rap. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Gleam said he don't like reggae, he loves it. And Sam said he denies that ever happened. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We'll leave it there, bro. I do think I have a screenshot somewhere. You know, it's a reflex. I see something crazy, I'm like, quote that. And I'd struggle to find it though. I want to get this up. Gleam said I'll hunt it out for a jazz session. Yeah, man. Let's just pull up this. The thing is, this is a half-hour interview. I don't want to do all of it, obviously, but I just want to get to the bit where Bionic is talking about his influences. Casey said, this is an interesting discussion, the history of music. I love it. Let's not forget Ella Fitzgerald, the queen of scat. Is Ella Fitzgerald British as well? I should know that because at uni, I'm pretty sure she is, right? Because at uni, I wrote something about Ella Fitzgerald, I think, when I was writing in the history. Let's just look Ella Fitzgerald up. do you know what? What we'll do, I'm not going to go crazy back to jazz and all of that right now, yeah? Because we've got to get to the rap stuff. We've already started at this early place, right? Oh no, Ella Fitzgerald is American. Who's British though? Because there's someone that she made me think of that is British. That is a British black singer who I ended up writing about because I did a module on British black music, right? And it's mad. The guy who taught that seminar, that module, he was from a group called. He was from Steel Pulse. Yeah, Skleem will know what I'm talking about. He was from Steel Pulse. He was the bass player, I think, from Steel Pulse. His name was Michael something, and he later became a manager. And he managed E17, I believe. They kind of hired him because they needed a black authentic musician to kind of show this white boy band how to be urban and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And that was a really interesting module that I took with him. But I remember he said something to me that I'll never forget, right? Which is key to what we're about to do here. Let me take it off the screen because it's irrelevant to what I'm saying. Like, he said how all these UK genres that we've had over the years, jungle, grime, all of these different genres we've had, dubstep was the big thing at the time, have all recreated the same thing. They've just redone the same thing. And he called it, he said it was the most closest rhythm to the heartbeat. Yeah? So it's like the most natural thing you hear when you're first in your mother's womb is the heartbeat, right? And this rhythm. And he said that dub and reggae and that rhythm was the closest thing to the heartbeat. And he said in English music, we have been able to repackage and recreate and give a new name, generation after generation, to that rhythm. And he had so many lists. And like he actually got up videos of people in clubs dancing to dub music, and then he played modern music over the top of it, and it just looked the same and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy still. It's a crazy, interesting module that I took with him. But anyway, Mongo reminded me of this the other day about the British Library. I was driving past the British Library and I saw this big sign saying they got a exhibition starting there at the end of this month. I think it's the 26th, right? And it's like it made me think of this module because the tagline is something about a history of British black music, but I think the actual name of the exhibition is History of the Bassline. Yeah, so even this whole exhibition about British black music is summarizing it the same way that my lecturer summarized it, in that it all comes from this bass line, which I found mad interesting. We've got a few comments going on. Gleam, the first reggae we got to mention, Maxi Priest, he is the first megastar. British though, we're staying British. Ella was US in it, yeah, but so you're saying, so is Maxi Priest British then? And so Gleam, I'm so glad you're here, Gleam, yeah? Because obviously we're going to go to Smiley Culture, we're going to go to Tipper and the different names that have been mentioned, but who do you think? I guess we're going to watch a bit of this Bionic and go with what he says, right? But who do you think is the first, earliest kind of toaster here in the UK that's relevant, that was doing that kind of rapping style, toasting style that would have led to what became hip hop here? Gleam said they all visited, even Nina Simone was in Sarah Love's yard at Young. That's crazy, man. Mad. Alright, let's get this thing back up. Bionic.
Great to have you here at Larry's, man.
Yes.
And let me just say something. Big up Bionic, yeah? Big up Bionic. But let me just say something. Bionic don't live in this country, so I can't interview him one-on-one at the moment anyway. So I will try and get Bionic on this show, because now I'm doing interviews like this. I'm going to try. But let me just say, I had an interview with Bionic lined up before, right? And this just to show off, I didn't just start doing this now. 8 years ago or something, I had my Pyro radio show, yeah, and I did an episode called "Who is the most influential UK rapper?" And we were looking at the lineage of influence, and so all these same names came up, right, at different points of influence. And obviously, like Bionic and Rodney P and London Posse was one of the main names that come up. I think at the end of it, we crowned them, yeah. So I spoke to Bionic. Bionic's never been in the country all the years I've been active in this scene. So I'd never seen him around, nothing. And suddenly, while I was talking about this, he came on social media and he hit me up and we spoke on the phone for like an hour one time, just kind of chopping it up about hip hop, getting to know each other or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, and he was like, yo, when I come to the country, we're going to do this interview. Yeah. And he was really happy and excited to do it. And then when he came to the country, they did the London Posse reunion tour, right? He came over, he was here for a minute. And we had it all lined up to happen. And on the day or on the week, he pulled up. And I'm just going to be honest, I'm not going to say who and what, but that interview, in my opinion, got blocked. Like he was told not to do it, yeah? Which is a hater thing. I'm not going to say who. I know who blocked it pretty much. It's not to do with like me and my reputation. I guess it is. I was about to say it's going to be my reputation and people who don't like me or whatever. I guess it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was just more of a hater thing of like the fact that I was documenting something that others weren't and they wanted to be the ones to do that. So it got blocked, right? Anyway, time's passed, innit? And I don't think he's in the country again. So I'm going to approach him again about doing it here on this because, it's a good format for it. So hopefully we get him anyway. But let's see what he's saying here. I just want to get to his influences.
Blessing the place up.
More in it up, bruv.
More in it up. More
Don't
in it
want
up.
to be less, remember.
True that.
More in it up.
We're here.
Yes.
We're just going to have a little chat today. Let people know a little bit more about the man behind the mystery.
First memory of it is seeing that Buffalo girl.
Oh.
That's it, innit?
I was just trying to skip to the influence, right? We might have to watch this whole thing, man. Because this is going to show, if they're going to ask him, like, where did you first see hip-hop? It's going to show the story we've already been looking at. Gleam said, Millie Small and the old My Boy Lollipop would be the first hit. Okay, yeah, I know that song. More of a Scar thing. Althea and Donna, Uptown Top Ranking is probably a decent first, but Saxon, lot other boys, Tipper, Sweetie Irie, etc. But you got the early originals like Rankin, Coley, and Mellow before my time. So if you're saying Saxon, right? Because obviously that comes up a lot. Tipper, Sweetie Irie. What would you play first? Yeah, that's the key thing. Because I'm sure these same names are going to come up from Bionic, but I need to know what records to play or what performance, what videos of what sound system videos or what. You know what I'm saying? Let's put Bionic big, and I'm just gonna roll with this interview, even if it takes a minute for now.
And man, yeah, we see Buffalo girls.
Hold up.
Tell us a little bit about how you first come into the whole hip hop culture in the sort of early 80s.
I was introduced into the whole hip hop culture by, I don't know, it was me and Basil and them man. Yeah, we see Buffalo girls, mate.
Okay, that's what he's literally saying. So last week, yeah, we said, we went through all who the first rappers were, but we played that Buffalo Girls record, and I think we were like, he's almost not even really rapping on this, so it's not even about Malcolm McLaren being a rapper or whatever. And someone pointed out that all of the breakers and the graph and everything in the video was actually American, but I was like, but I think this is the video that introduced the culture to everybody. Even though it's not like a British rapper, it was a British production that showed American hip-hop culture.
You see Buffalo Girls video, fucking Malcolm McLaren, yeah, and that's it, innit? See the whole flex, New York and all that, and that's it. That's from when we first see the flex, and then bang, was on it one time, mate. We was down Covent Garden in seconds.
Was the time when you were seeing that, was there people already doing it, like locally?
My first memory of it is seeing that Buffalo Girl.
Buffalo Girls.
That's my first memory of anything, seeing Rocksteady and them man there, Norm's getting them, Mr. Freeze and all that, doing that thing.
Yeah.
That's my first memory of the whole thing.
And at that point, was you like quick to pull together a group of people? Was there a group of people that naturally feel?
When he says Rocksteady, that's the American crew, right? We mentioned this last time that they were American and but he just said Normski, and that is Normski someone from Rocksteady, or is he talking about Normski over here? American Breaking Crew, Normski skit of Rocksteady Crew. So yeah, that's a member of the Rocksteady Crew, right? Alright, cool. See, we just keep learning on this thing.
The same that just started that chain reaction. I'm trying to sort of find out a little bit about who those people around you would have been at that first point.
It was Basil, man.
Yeah.
And like Clive and them, man. Yeah, but it was a thing like it was like, with man see that, and then my brethren William must have come back from New York at the same kind of time, yeah, with fresh moves.
Dan Riddler says Breakers Normski was UK, but from Rocksteady Crew and from UK. But is he just talking about Norms? Obviously, in my head, I thought Normski the photographer. Obviously, I know he's been around a long time. I don't know if he's been around that long time.
Okay.
So yeah, there was someone in it because it was William. See, I'm forgetting. See, it's fucking hell, it's a million years ago. But yeah, Indigo, yeah, my brethren William Indigo, yeah, he lives in Prague now. Yeah, he's fucking.
I'm gonna skip through.
Or did you have to assess it for a while and go, hang on a minute?
Breakers we had around, man, I can't think. But Covent, London All Star Breakers, the competition.
I'm probably gonna come back to this interview one day and do it all properly because he's talking about the Breakers. All that part is real relevant. We gotta probably do more on the other elements of hip hop culture, right? But obviously, I've watched this whole interview before, and I'm coming looking for a specific part.
Was it Lyceum, innit? Yeah, the sound just straight in it.
Yeah.
Get me? And obviously, them man that all had bike, it was a scooter man, massive thing. It was them times. Yeah, so man had got bike, and man was the only outsider rolling with all them. Showed me the road, so man start chat down one of the roadsides there, and.
Pull up.
At that point, just trying to find out if there was people at that point again that still you were influenced by.
That started by me seeing my brethrens DK and Mark and them.
Wait. Did he ask him about influence before that?
To do with Covent. You get me?
Yeah.
It's famous anyway.
Who's the people you met at Covent though that really like transformed you?
Oh right, so he's talking about Covent Garden and
just straight in it.
Yeah.
You get me? And obviously them man that all had bike, it was a scooter man, massive thing. It was them times. Yeah, so man had got bike, and man was the only outsider rolling with all them man there, innit? Because my bits, I wasn't really rolling with no people from my bits, innit? I got asked this question recently, yeah. Rodney asked me, innit? Right? He asked me, who was your sensei?
Yeah.
Right? And I goes to him, Daddy Willie, right? Daddy Willie used to chat on Young Lion Sound, yeah? I was into a lot of people like IP, Nuffman, but Daddy Willie, yeah, used to chat, but he used to chat bare Cockney. He used to put bare Cockney into it, and used to cuss. Man was just chatting nothing but yardie but their English. He was proper on our identity.
Okay.
You get me?
We're saying Gleam, do you know who that is?
That's pushing that thing, and that's what man was going with. That man was on that thing, innit? So man come with it in a hip hop thing, but man, it's not like I invented that shit or nothing.
No.
You get me?
Yeah, this is what I remember him saying. I might have missed like how this started, but maybe we've got to watch it properly. But you know, obviously he gets credited as having the first British accent rapper, but he's not the one that gasses it up. Like, he don't come out and go, yeah, I started that. He's like, yeah, I did it on hip hop, but these guys were doing it already.
Get me? Like,
but you were an ambassador of that.
In the dance, right? All people chat different. Some people chat yard flex, but enough man chat English flex.
Yeah.
Like in the dance, but cause obviously, if you're not in the dance, you don't know.
Yeah.
Enough people ain't in the dance. You get me? The dance is certain type.
That's a great point, isn't it? Because it's like, we're not just talking about records, yeah. We're talking about sound system. So you might have had to be there.
People are in the dance, yeah. So the most people will not have a clue in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So I've just come out of the dance into a world that ain't really done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're just on something completely different in it. Because the music come from America, innit?
When you were actually doing your MC thing, and you crossed over into the hip hop, what was that moment? Can you remember like what night that was?
Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh was playing at at Electric Ballroom.
Mad.
Yeah, and we rave at Electric Ballroom. Like, Mum was going to Electric Ballroom, like when it's the jazz in and all that shit, soul and funk downstairs, the jazz upstairs and all the thing there, like breaking days, whatever, like you get me, over 18s, and man's like 12, 11 and 12, and we're in the dance, you get me? And so, that was a place I would go. So even though Mum was in the dance, man still moved out. And obviously I know all the man them, innit? All the Covent man them. So there was, man still, if there was certain raves or certain things going on, man would still link people. And he's got an MC. He's got an MC, but will I come? Yeah? Because True say he knows I'm on the chatting thing.
Of someone like Sipo, what was his...
Like that, yeah.
I'm trying to find the part. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong as well, because he's obviously talking about the influence and stuff all the way through. But in my brain, I was like, there's a bit where he's like listing people and that.
And I was a very angry child. Get me?
Yeah.
And
so that tour in question would have been the Big Audio Dynamite.
who Sipo was, mate.
Yeah. We come up with that name.
No, that's what we was called, because that's
Big Audio Dynamite, and obviously like
proper safe, giving us the opportunity, trying to say yeah. One thing we realised is that being English, we was smashing it. Like, I don't know, like we was smashing it, like the crowd was smashing it, but we was shit. You get me? But Schoolie D was a top superstar and a top big hip-hop tune.
I'm gonna leave this and come back to it because we got names. I was looking for a bit that just listed the names. He said some names I've never heard there before, right? But I got a feeling that some of these people might not even have videos. Like he's saying, if you wasn't in the dance, you wouldn't know. Yeah. So I'll go to some of the things that Gleam's saying for a start. So Gleam's saying Clash Dance, Young Lion versus Unity 1985. Yeah. But is this before some of the other things that have been mentioned? For example, like Tipper Irie, etc. Someone said to me today as well I should get in touch with Tipper Irie because he's written a book recently. And you know, maybe down to do kind of interviews and stuff. Let's just get this up. Let's just look at, I want to see like just the years. Okay, so UK singles chart discography 1986. Daddy Willie, that's what he said, isn't it? Why for that? Why for that? But well, I shouldn't say why for that really, but it's not the SJW show. So what if I search Daddy Willie on the internet, man? I'll do it in YouTube where it's like where it's a bit more censored. It might be safe, yeah. Listen, King of Sting, yeah, this one's for you. Okay, so that's Young Lion, yeah. That's why when you say Daddy Willie, that's why you wrote that's Young Lion sound, yeah. But again, this is 1985. What do you think, Liam, about what years these are? Because like in my head, I'm like, yo, these years are gonna be earlier than the years we've been looking at so far with these early rappers. But these years are actually later. But even though they're later, I still see why they're more significant to what became the hip-hop sound and rap, because those other sounds weren't really hip-hop, they were pop artists, right? So this, it may have gone from like messing around poppy kind of rap stuff by non-hip-hop people to more toasting kind of dub stuff that's going on at a similar time, and then eventually those things come together, right? Oh, you're saying this is the Clash, yeah? Is there anything earlier from him though? Who's this though? This is some other Daddy Willie. Oh my god, why for this all over, man? Just saying, shout out to Enough Props laughing. Alright, let's just, how long is this though? It's an hour or something, you know what I'm saying? Clean said, man, I'm 45, so my era is like Buju, late 80s, early 90s. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so that's the era, innit? But I'm just wondering, like, maybe in England, I'm saying obviously there's people, probably sound systems, like you said, you'd have to be there, innit? So let's play a bit of this anyway. Because it's literally, that's who he said, right? That's who Bionic said.
Big question, operator just going on the rhythm now. Can you see me? You see later?
Worries, all I can say, worries. In, but you could have man call Mr. Half-Pint. In, King Paul.
We'll get to some of the comments.
Operator, lift up. Hold on the upper. Hold on, crowd of people, echo. See, well, right, so that you see the last time we play, yeah. So much man call out mine here when dance done. But you see when wise the dance did I go on, none of them could have ever pick up the mic and say none to me. But you see me, you all of warm me now. But
getting some interesting things in the comments, man.
Reality lyric, you know, not no gimmicks. Reality. In later on, Just Champion and Iron and Snowman are going to hear reality. Murder.
Clean said his tapes in it. If you didn't get the tapes, you never heard it again until the internet. Yeah, of course, man. So, and obviously this is going to be sound system tapes with a lot, you know what I'm saying, DJing and chatting and all of that, you know what I'm saying. But I'm trying to look at the comments to see what other interesting stuff's mentioned. But I want to find where in this that they're chatting. Do you know what I'm saying? King of Sting said, "You're the Willy Googler. I only did it for you, bro." Do you know what I'm saying? I knew you wanted to see this. Do you know what I'm saying? You wanted to see Daddy Willie and the Young Lions. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, why for that? Here we go.
Second man, murder. My idiot, see?
Idiot. Cheese.
Exterminate me, I've got exterminate. Don't like it? Exterminate me, I've got exterminate. Don't like it? Exterminate me.
Boy, them flows there. You know what I'm saying? Man still can't talk to them flows there, bro. Man still can't talk to them flows there. And then you see the lineage to like where some people started, the influence of this came into hip hop, but most importantly it went into jungle, right? And when I did the show Who's the Most Influential UK Rapper, Kingpin actually came on my show. And it was like one of the first shows we did. It was the second show we did on Pyro, because we didn't have a camera the first show, which was Genesis Elijah. So it was the first filmed one. No, actually it wasn't filmed either, but I filmed it on a phone. But yeah, I did. It's on my YouTube. He gives a wicked breakdown of what he sees as the lineage of influence, right? But it all starts with jungle for him. You know what I'm saying? And if you're talking about jungle, then yeah, that all comes from here direct.
Easy crowd of people, easy in. Sure, I just chop the boy, you know, big up to Jimmy boy. Special man. Sure, I just cremate, not go cremate them boy, you know. So last year I know, manly big up see, I done lads, Jano, murder.
And this is where the rap battle comes from, do you know what I'm saying? Man said I cremate them and all of that.
See, Lord of mercy, we be talking, bim. Request the fuck on Teddy, see, exterminate me, I've got exterminate. I don't like it. Exterminate me, I've got exterminate. Exterminate me, I've got exterminate. I don't like it. Exterminate me, I've got exterminate. They come a dance early, sometime late. Me stand up in a dance hall, I watch and I wait. Feel when I face the MC come past the gate. I brace up himself like he in a good shape.
Jeez. Alright, Clean, yeah? Gleam said, that's it. If you mention the backyard rhythm to any reggae man, you will know the who of reggae kicked off. But it was amazing. Still is. Alright, Gleam, but can you tell me, because obviously this is a sound clash, right? But I don't know who's the Jam Down Rockers and who's Young Lion. Yeah, so it says Champion versus Daddy Willie. So okay, it's two. In the sound system, it's actually two man clashing. Yeah. So who's who? I want to make sure I hear Daddy Willie. Why for that? Yeah. Hey, pull up. So that is not that Willie, because he said, Willie's face. He said he starts urinate. Wow. Wow. That's how man's dissing, yeah? Alright, we gotta hear the comeback, yo. Listen, Don't Flop ain't got nothing on this.
You're happy and you love the show forward.
Madness. Absolute madness.
But right so now, crowd of people, you see me not bury MC, no, me just cremate them. In, sure, settlement bow here, see, how we big every time, Rasta no star. See, sure.
Yeah, this is Gleam saying drum down rockers, I think, because they were just saying killing the young lion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we need to hear the comeback, man.
Certain boy try to go on with through them truck it get socks and so. Them a idiot. Give it out, Jack. Exterminate me, I'll go exterminate. I don't like it.
Alright, let me flip forward a bit. Here we go, this might be the reply.
Me a champion, you feel well up to date. Come here are the best, but champion. If you want me and you love the show,
Gleam said this was the times when you could smoke and take flamethrowers in, Not only could you smoke, you could bring in a flamethrower. Imagine that. Imagine we had the video then.
No worry your blood clot mind, see it? You see all me now, hold on there. You know why me not stop on a boy and a young lad? Cause none of them not bad like me, seen? So me not, hold on there. Hold on up, me not DJ forget forward, Me just tell you the truth right now, cause none of them can hold me, see? No me ever you to talk about snowman of AIDS. Boy, right now, have you got documents to that effect? If you don't, well, shut up, cause your blood clot wreck. See?
Boy.
Right now, let me tell you how AIDS gone now, see? This call as a young meals to bad, as a young meals to road. But when me hear about AIDS, me have to improve. So special request, just cause the truck around steady. Man called Mr. Ilton, all my posse, ones that were massive, everybody.
You see them style, yeah? Them style originate right here in the dancehall scene. Champion and big, my worst, best in
Shout out enough props. Rising Sun, bro. AI diss. Yo. Nah, this is long before the AI diss. That man can't talk to this.
England, see more wanna know that.
Yeah. Right now, your mind has not to be all an upper. Me have bad news and good news for the people. The bad news is champion stop buried. The good news is Mr. Cremation.
Alright, this is still champion, yeah? Come on, man. Or is he...
Intention. No worry for your mind or your intention. Until you drop the rock and them a band champion.
No, my baby.
Good lion.
Babylon can't take it away. No, my baby.
You're crucial, super dope. Time me here but tip on television. Me never bother worry for me intention. Because it could be only catch by Batman. A man who take cocaine by injection. But now me hear it reach to a damn married man. Say I champion me have to change up me plan. Say Archie say no more one night stand. Aki Monkey say in future it will have caution. Well I'm under the trap, listen for me opinion. Say in England there is so much Saddam. If the man no batty man, a pure lesbian. So judge him send it as a judgment pan land. He's a man that the champion and the microphone stand. And when me chat the mic, you better rock it along. Say it's even reach a prison chaplain who was controlling you man in prison. So when him get ears in a him structure, nobody in body would look after. Dash him in a plastic bag and put him in a freezer. Me know him a go live there, tell the fame. On the top of the night, go operator lift up on that.
Yo. We saying Gleam, that was that him? Was that his reply? I thought so, but then you said he was coming in there, but I skipped forward a bit, innit? But King of Sting said, that's a heavy Yorkshire accent, you nutter. Gleam said, seems tame nowadays, but this is the first time it came around. Be like talking about CV now. Nah, bro, that verse was a madness. Like, obviously, people are going to call me out and say I should have red flagged that verse, but I'm not going to red flag all of that right now in something that was in just part of the culture, right? But he... Gleam saying no, that wasn't him. So we saying that was still the champion, guys? Am I just skipping past my man's part? This champion guy is killing. He's killing though, right? He's definitely killing.
Jesus Christ, people, please. Over in the Jam the Rock capacity, the tallest youth over here is I, man. You can't miss me, see? So
yeah, he's still saying Jam Rock, Jam Down Rock.
Where's the sugar? And the swore is this night, you know?
This one now is a different voice, yeah?
Yeah, for reality lyrics in sure. On the north side, Rasta. Second. Kuya, what happened to the mind now? Kuya, what happened to the mind now? Bim, Kuya, what happened to the mind now? Kuya, what happened to the mind now? Me a painter, decorator, also sign writer. So, me listen the radio each and every hour. One man me a painting at the high school weather. And the radio it's just pumping from the interior. But the news me is a David Wilkie get murder. Me the thing say it was the Olympic swimmer. To my surprise, it was the
man's not clashing though. Man's not clashing. But obviously I've skipped through bare far. He might have done his clashing bit, but he came in here going like the year of the conscious lyrics. And maybe that's why man rated him and all of that. But yo, from what I heard of that there, Champion was brushing him. Let's just keep it real. Gleam said, this is the time of them sound key rings. I don't even know I don't even know them, bro. Maybe I've forgotten.
driver. Now me I go put on no in on the picture. One Friday morning him get higher. Fi take a man to work who was a cool miner. As him I drive the end draw nearer. But top of a bridge was too picketer. I wait for the car to drive under. They drop a block of concrete fi kill the miner. The concrete lit the windscreen, then it shatter. They kill the driver, not the man them aim for. They get shot.
Gleam saying, reckon this is his opening. All right, let's pull forward a bit then and see if we get him going off. Yeah. He said, you know the bomb and laser duff. Oh, that's what you're talking about on the keyring. Yeah.
Lyrics are standards are under-exaggerated. Lyrics are standards are under-exaggerated. Them a style belong to me, can be taken by nobody. For them a style, you know I have originated. I haven't got a CIC or a master degree, so but the dance academy is where I started. When me know say man was brought up at the land, say not to make no damn way for peace, love and be replaced by all the hatred.
Jeez, man is flowing though. Man is flowing. And you can hear that, you know, when we get to Bionic and London Pussy, you'll see it in it, but you can hear that. You can hear them certain kind of flows and patterns.
German boat to you, German, the 85 brand new. We pure Theatre George, Scotland is Andrew. In McDonald's, they said them have time for you. I lie them, I tell, don't believe, say are true.
I think that's gone back to the first brother now. Dan Riddler said flow though. Yeah, trust me, man, these men are killing it. I'm gonna leave it there because I found what I found, innit? Gleam said whistle posse in the house too. Trust me, man. Like obviously, I'm glad we did that. And it's random. Obviously, we found it from looking at Bionic. Yeah, so that's taking us a bit separate from these names, right? Let's go with Tipper though. So what from Tipper Irie should I be playing? Like I know what to play from who else have I got to play now? I'll start forgetting the main people that I've all got planned. Someone said, oh yeah, Daddy Speedo. There's a bunch of names. Oh, wait a minute. Let's look at these. Captain Barrett, Big up Captain Barrett. We were speaking in the inbox earlier about Welsh hip hop and some other bits and pieces. Gleam said, yeah, he won. He was gonna walk like a champion, talk like a champion, like in the video. Rip Buju's son recently dead. Hello Darling is the famous. Is that Hello Darling is the famous Tipper Irie, yeah? Yeah, that's his first record. So that's 1986. But like, when did Lost London Posse come out? Because I want to know, like, we're obviously in this whole show right now, yeah? This whole show we're building up to London Posse, really. Do you know what I'm saying? We're building up to how did we get to London Posse? And I guess I didn't realise once we started looking at the reggae artists that would just jump us straight to London Posse a bit. So maybe this was a bit too much of a rush, yeah? And because we got all this, there's a whole load of other rappers who was rapping American, who was doing hip hop, right? Before we got to London Posse. So cool, we're gonna do this today. Next week we'll go back to the other rappers, yeah. I want to know when they came out. So they came out in 86. So it's like the same time you're talking about Tipper Irie and all of that. I feel like I might even save this. Do you know what I'm saying? I might save this for the time when we get to London Posse. But hello, couple comments of Hello Darling. But if we're talking jungle, look up Pass Me the Rizla, feature Tipper Irie and General Levy. We are going to save this for another day, because the lineage of where it went to jungle is a whole, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do, that on the as a side move, do you know what I'm saying? That's going to happen eventually, but I think it's too early for us once we're going through this, where we're going through this lineage of user unknown said Daddy Freddy mentioned it. Let's look up Daddy Freddy. Why are you throwing names at me? I'm gonna look. I'll actually just search them. I know about Daddy Freddy, but what year are we talking? What year was Daddy Freddy? And look, this is gonna show new stuff. I tell you one thing though, yeah. See the General Levy. When we do the jungle part, there's a video on YouTube of an American guy reacting to General Levy rapping and doing them crazy jungle flows that come from what we were just listening to. And the American guy, it's a long cypher, so it's actually got like loads of grime rappers, Dizzy Rascals there, Lethal B, and then right at the end of the whole cypher, it's on one extra. Right at the end of it, General Levy come and does his famous song, and the American guy just can't tell what's going on. He literally is going crazy. He's like, what the fuck is this? Like, and he's like, why didn't they make him go first? He doesn't realize how significant it is. He's like, this is the illest shit I ever heard in my life. Like, his reaction is insane. I'm going to actually do a few reactions to Americans reacting to UK shit, because there's a sick reaction of an American guy reacting to Chester P. That's amazing as well. But yeah, I feel like we're jumping forward too far doing this. And I didn't realise that was going to be the case. User unknown, Ragamuffin hip hop was a tune, but only just checked in, not sure what's been said. Well, yeah, user unknown, we're just looking at the lineage of reggae to UK rap, because I wanted to go backwards before going forwards. But I'm realising that a lot of the big names in that were actually similar years to London Posse, etc. So I was kind of just on the spot deciding I don't want to jump to 86 shit. Gleam said it's that crackhead guy Shaq, innit? Dan Riddler said UK veteran Shawnee T. Yeah, Shawnee T is always a veteran, but again, Shawnee T is later on. So let's look at Daddy Freddy again. I just want to look at the years of these people, of when they were out, because again, yeah, came to England in 87. So already that's later, right? It's a later thing for us to come to, and let's just oh yeah, Smiley Culture, of course. So what years was the big Smiley Culture records is what's important as well, because again, people were saying he wasn't the earliest. So 84. Cockney translation is 84. Let's do that, because that's we got up to 83 last episode, right? We got up to 83. and that's where we was at, right? And I'm gonna also pull up. I'm gonna pull up the and he had an album 86, singles 84, and Police Officer 84. We're gonna do both those records, man, because obviously we'll just do those two, and then any later ones we might do later on, different episodes, yeah. But what I also want to do is pull up the UK rap Wikipedia we was on last week, right? And let's actually look at, because the reason I started with this because it was saying, you know, British hip hop was originally influenced by the dub toasting introduced to the United Kingdom by Jamaican migrants in the 50s to 70s. That's what I'm looking for, yeah? That's what I'm looking for. And I think with the sound clash we just done was quite early. But I think a lot of this, you know, the 50s and 70s, it's not documented, you know what I'm saying? Gleam said, C Fashion has an interesting story. They had all of them on, run by a guy called Frenchie, C Fashion record label. Cool. But yeah, so obviously I know it comes from this reggae dub, yeah? But I'm realizing that the artists we talk about in that world also, you know, their actual height of being like putting out music and charting some of them, seems like it was happening at the same time that rap records were coming out. And maybe they're more significant. Maybe these records done bigger. I'm sure they did bigger because, you know, I know Smiley Culture's records, like, and I don't know these other guys' records, you know what I'm saying, just from growing up and whatever. So let me just make that Scottish guy. Was an actor and stand-up comedian who did that Glasgow rap. Right, so this is where we got up to last time, though. Yeah. Malcolm McLaren. User unknown said the two-tone label had a lot of that influence fused with other influences, specials, etc. Had spurts of rhyming. Yeah. But what are the years? I'll play the specials on here, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But maybe I said I wasn't going to do everything in order, but because we're only 2 episodes in, we're still, I want to go in order at least up to London Posse a little bit, or that in that era, yeah. So, this is getting us to 84, right? Afterward, this is where we ended last time. We did Buffalo Girls at the end of the show pretty much. So over the next few years, more UK hip hop and electro music was released. Street Sounds Electro UK 1984, which was produced by Greg Wilson and featured an early appearance from MC Kermit, who later went on to form the Wilson pronounced Ruthless Rap Assassins, the Rapologists, Kids Rap, Party Rap, Billy Boy 1984, and Grandmaster Richie Rich's Don't Be Flash. Spin-offs 1985. Releases were still few and far between, and the scene remained predominantly underground. So here, alright, that's the era, right? That's the era of 94 to 95, which is when Smiley Culture was out. So that actually is bringing us nicely to this. What one was it listed was first? Cockney Translation. Is there a video to this though? This might be the first music video we're playing. Nah, we played some music videos last time, but they were the pop songs. Alright, let's do it, man. User unknown said late 70s the best era. Is that when the two-tone label you're talking about was the late 70s? If you got any idea of a record I can play with any of them kind of dub toasting guys from the 70s, anything like that, 100% I want to pull that up. But I haven't found anything or known where to go yet for that.
I'll go get a liquor translation.
Pull up.
It's I Smiley Culture with the mic in my hand. Me come to teach you right, Anna. Not the wrong in the Cockney translation. Cockney is not a language, it is only a slang, and was originated, so in England. The first place it was used was over East London. It was respect for the different style pronunciation, but it wasn't.
Boom! Alright, is Sam Gregory still there? I know Sam's run away when all the reggae started, didn't it? I want to know what Sam thinks of this, man. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause obviously this is like a reggae style thing, yeah, but the fact of what it's called, you know what I'm saying? Cockney translation is very London, you know what I'm saying? So it's like opening up a whole world to like London talk on records, like London street talk, and like working class talk in a time where it wasn't really happening. Yo, Sam Gregory's still there. What, the reggae didn't scare you, know? Sam's sitting there in the background learning. He's taking little notes about reggae, yeah? He's writing down all the little reggae notes so that like in about 6 months' time, he can just make some reggae posts and act like that thing never happened before, you know what I'm saying?
Really used by any and any man. This is strictly con man, also the villain. But you me full up of lyrics and education. Right, you know you are gonna get a little translation. Cockney have names like Terry Arthur and Del Boy. We have names like Winston, Lloyd and Leroy. We ball out yo while Cockney say oi. What Cockney call a jacks, we call a blue boy. Say Cockney have mates while we have spar. Say Cockney live in a drum while we live in.
And what's the thing, like, obviously big up, so years later, I'm gonna forget people's names now off the top of my head. Carl Hines obviously did the like street translation that was based on Big L's song, yeah? Was it Big L? Or Big L had a song where he's talking about like, I'm gonna forget the name of it. Big L's big song. Oh, for crying out loud, I don't do this in the middle of my reaction, yeah? Big L, what was Big L's big song? What? Not Bill L. Get out of here, bro. Someone say it for me if you can comment it before I come up with it. Ebonics, right? I've just remembered it was called Ebonics. Yeah, I remembered it before I got there. Yeah. So yeah. His song was called Ebonics, yeah? And I don't know when that came out. Man. It was in 1988 he started, so it was around that, yeah? 1998. So yeah, Ebonics was the same concept as this song, innit? And then I always looked at it like, of course, then, what's his name? Carl Hines made Ghetto Grammar, which was his UK version of this. But when you deep it, yeah, the UK version was first anyway. Get me!
The Cockney say governor with the big boat, yeah. In the Cockney translation, well, watch a man, the translation of Cockney to understand is easier. So long you don't deaf and you listen me keenly, you should pick it up like a you to find some money. Go tell it to your friends, also your family. No matter if a English or a Yardie, cause you never know when they might buck up a Cockney. Remember one them and them down easy. Them no fire slingshot and me say strictly double B. Them run protection rocket and control of CID. Say Cockney fire shoot, we bust one. Say Cockney say T-Leaf, we just a sticks man. You know them have wedge wide.
Sam Gregory said, I like this, to be honest. Have you never heard this before, Sam? This is a classic, man. Do you know what I'm saying? This is like straight up and down. This is the baddest thing we've played, obviously, so far. Like, this is proper. Do you know what I'm saying? Dan Riddler, yes, Sam, get involved. Do you know what I'm saying? We're gonna forget that Sam said he don't like reggae. I mean, we're just gonna convert him slowly. Do you know what I'm saying? And then yeah, work it from there.
While we have con, say Cockney say big first man done we just say one. Say Cockney say grass with the old farmer man. When them talk about iron, them really mean bottom man. Rupin and Chaparita, Mr. Cockney call.
Yo, and I swear this was in the charts and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Man, saying them kind of bars there. Does it say? It don't say a chart. Oh yeah, it says reissue 85 came to number 71 in the charts, but even top 100 is but it actually came out in 84, but probably didn't chart. Police Officer, which we'll play next, came to number 12, so that bust him. The Police Officer song bust him, and why for that? And then he went back to they done a reissue of Cockney Translation, obviously. Yeah, this was massive at the time, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone said Big L Ebonics in the comments, but that's probably someone who's watching. I realise sometimes people are watching the live. If they refresh the page or pull back, they end up watching the live a bit behind time. User Unknown said this was great when it came out. It's ace. Yeah, man. yeah, proper.
Dirty Babylon,
Dirty Babylon.
In the Cockney translation. Well, watch a man, slam bomb, jamana. Hear them, fashion, smiley, culture, origination. But first, let me tell you more about the Cockney who live comfortably and have them yacht by the sea. And when it comes to money, most of them are plenty. But when them spend it in the bookie. On the dogs, on the GGs, are paying off to them bribes to the Sweeney. So them not gonna do no time to no armed robbery or catching anything that fell off the back of a lorry. Slambama, Jamana.
Yo, man got British there, though, innit? They got that one line there, the accent change.
The back of a lorry. Slambama, Jamana. Hear them, Fashana, me stronger, me longer, me at the mic stander. More time in a dance, me chat, pan a sound, but sometimes me shake out and leave me hometown. And that's when me travel at East London, where I have to speak as a different man, so that the Cockney can understand. So black man and white man, hear them fashion. Cockney say scarpa, we scatter. Cockney say rabbit, we chatter. We say bleach, Cockney knockard. Cockney say terrific, we say wakad. Cockney say blouts, we say guys. Cockney say alright, we say ice. We say pants. Cockney say stride, sweet as a nut. Just live a vibe, saying.
Oh, it's mad. That's so crazy, man. What actual fire that is, though, man. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Smiley Culture. So that came out in 94, yeah? I think we have to do Police Officer as well. While we're covering this. Smiley Culture, Police Officer. So I think this was his biggest record. And, you know, this is a mad thing, really, because obviously R.I.P. Smiley Culture, the police many years later killed him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's very obvious and quite clear. And I guess we can I think we should look at his story a little bit after this about what happened, or at least what it says in the Wikipedia and all of that. Maybe we should look at some videos.
Stop me superstar, through me drive a Fiat and a Merc, sell where me lance, yeah. Some more time I'm going to East and down for check some company. I'm telling produce insurance license and MOT, but me say, police officer no give me producer. Police officer no bother give me producer. Police officer no give me producer. Police officer no bother give me producer. To everybody in the dance line I dedicate this style. Whether you are a breaker or you are informer, you could be a PCCID or a inspector. Me not charge for murder, penalty produces when me charge for. So police officer me is an expert driver. So if you see me say no shout or no holler, no stand up in the road with a torch and try pull me over. Cause if it's a dark night myself you will get run over. No come behind me the road and start flash your flasher. I come rev it beside me on your scooter. Come is a man who woulda just drive faster. And when me feel like it me woulda pull up on a corner. Before you ask any question me already have a answer. And any answer you get me one you know it would be farmland. So police officer no give me producer. Police officer no bother give me producer.
Bang on, man.
Police officer no give me producer. Police officer no bother give me producer. I'm where your people's club me pass through Victoria. And through me entertainer say no tax from me window. As me go through the lights the whole road take over. And as me drive near I could see clear I was a black Mariah. With 6 and 7 plainclothes police officer. Them didn't look the type of police me could give a fiver. First thing that come into my head, good thing me hide my ganja. Next thing that happen them wave, in other words pull me over. I'm could that do is sigh and shrug me shoulder. And as them approach me start wind down me window. Me I go tell you how me answer. Every question them fire. What's the name next time? My name's Smiley Culture. Yeah, where do you think you're coming from, lad? From seeing my mother. What's the registration number of the car? Then I can't remember. What you got in the building, son? I can't say it, Ricardo. Would you like to have a look? Shave like the man if we ask you answer. Now take the keys out of the car and step out of the motor. Me and my colleagues have got a few questions to ask ya. You'll be on your way as soon as we get an answer. As me come out to the camera, I think of me, I wonder what police officer could want with Smiley Culture. With them touch, them I search the interior. But whatever them looking for, me hiding place up here. But the way them I search me hand to ask them what them I look for. But me try handle them cause them just handle me closer. Them one draw anchor put him on palm me shoulder and say, wait got now Tom, why we don't think you have neither. Just give us what we want, the rules ain't see mania. Me never hand draw out me ganja. As me do that, them start rub them on together. One place you will put me in the van or in the back of the ride. Me say you can't do that, come in name Smiley Culture. You wanted to do that? record company translator. In the reggae charts, number 1 was its number. Kids love it, and so does my mother. Tell you what I'll do, a favour for a favour. Just sign your autograph on this piece of paper. Me cutting shot and me just draw out me parker. And the producer me just sign Smiley Culture. Them never lie, them never bother. Arrest me or take me ganja.
Yo, that was fire, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I paused it there because I wanted to say something, but then I realised it's towards the end. So, like, he's killing it again on this record where he goes into the Cockney kind of language, yeah? But he's using that, like, for the police, yeah? I guess he's just trying to do, like, a white man talk or whatever. And he's flowing back and forth with that voice to that voice. You know what I'm saying? It's, like, so British, you know what I'm saying? And then this whole thing is a story, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this is story rap, you know what I'm saying? Which is cold. But yeah, man, big up Smiley Culture, R.I.P. User Unknown said, I'm sure I remember him appearing on kids' telly shows. He was more than this song for a bit. Gleam said, sad that they done him in. User Unknown said, I think Mystical Youth sent mans after him so they could take over. Lenny Henry was also involved, or so I heard. Gleam said, no one knows what a Parker is anymore. What do you mean, a Parker pen or a Parker jacket? User Unknown said, or a Harrington. I don't think I know a Harrington, you know. You lot are before my time, man. Or a bloody Y cardigan too. Yeah, I don't know about a Y cardigan, bro. Why for that? But let's just look at Smiley Culture a bit more. I'm not going to go into more of his music, but just his life. I know there's a section about his death here, right? But like, this is what's going to be written on Wikipedia, which, like, fuck Wikipedia. Obviously, it's going to be lies, isn't it? 15th of March 2011, Emmanuel died from self-inflicted stab wound while the police were searching his house in Hilbury Road. So yeah, this is what they said. For anyone who doesn't know this, who's just watching this. Oh yeah, he said he signed his autograph with a Parker. Yeah, of course. User Unknown, man, the 80s were great. Pepe jeans for all. I do remember Pepe jeans. I even got a pair, you know. Like, I've got a pair. Anyway. Oh, am I bugging? No, I'm not. I'm actually bugging. I'm thinking of something else. But his death was investigated by the Independent Police Complaint Commission. In their final report, which at the request of the coroner was neither made public nor made available to Emmanuel's family, the ICP concluded there was no evidence justifying the pressing of criminal charges against any of the 4 police officers present. Like, alright, so this is showing at least, so I skipped a bit there, innit? But I just wanted to say that how ridiculous is it that someone's doing come for a search warrant, police come and do a search warrant on your house, and he gets stabbed in the chest and die, and their story is, oh, he stabbed himself. What do you know how forceful you have to be to stab yourself in the chest and die? Like, that's insane. It's just like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what you're talking about, the key ring. I was actually thinking of something else. I was chatting rubbish. So his death came an hour and a half after officers arrived with a search warrant relating to the import of Class A drugs into the UK. A post-mortem examination revealed that he had died from a single stab wound to the heart. He is survived by his mother, son, daughter. Like, come on, man. Like, you just need common sense to know that didn't happen. Like, it just obviously didn't happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Absolutely crazy. Emmanuel's family raised concerns about the investigation, claiming that the IPCC had let them down and that many unanswered questions remained. The conditions surrounding his death and the subsequent investigation were also questioned by members of the general public, his death often being considered in the context of police brutality and other black people dying in police custody. A study into causes of consequences in 2011, led by London School of Economics in collaboration with British newspaper The Guardian, identified Emmanuel's death, perceived by some as a prominent case of police abuse, as a contributing factor to the riots. Yeah, I mean, it was them times as well, innit? Again, I skipped a whole section, but it's about the IPCC statement returning a verdict of suicide. I don't really care about this statement. They're chatting rubbish, absolute rubbish. Alright, big up Smiley Culture, R.I.P. Icon. Do you know what I'm saying? Icon. And even the way his death in itself is like something we always need to remember and talk about in how this country and the racism in this country and the racist police institution. I think I should just do a couple more things. I should just check if there's anything more that I've missed on like who is the first UK rapper, or like who is the first real UK rapper. And I think today, I know a lot of you missed it, but I think I did a reaction to a song I already reacted to last week of Nutriment, London Bridge is Falling Down. And last week I kind of said I didn't really like it. But this week I've got the lyrics up and I listened to it properly and saw what it was about and the significance, and I kind of had a newer respect for it. And I think maybe it is the first real significant hip-hop song, more than until I saw Dizzy Heights in that video earlier on, actually. Alright, actually, I was sent something. Big up All City Steve. Yeah. All City Steve sent me some stuff. He sent me a 2-hour interview with someone. Wait a second. He sent me something called, from 1978, called Toasting by a street band, early rap. But I don't know if is this like, I don't know if this is English or whatever though, or if this is like just early rap in general. If he's actually, if this is English, this is what I've been looking for. Yeah, let's go street band Toast. So let me get this on the screen. And let's see what this is about. Who sang Toast in street band? Singer Paul Young. On their debut album London in 1978. Gleam said, my year of birth. We might have found it. I've been looking for a 70s kind of toasting song. The song was originally released as a B-side to Street Band's first single, Hold On, which is the same title as a Foreign Beggar song, right? Spoke to Pavan today, by the way. Flip Life podcast is coming back. Pavan is going to be the first guest on the return. Helped by the airplay, the song became successful, peaked at number 18 on the UK singles chart in November. Yes. Alright, let's give this a go. But this is looking like some white people doing toasting, right? So yeah, I'm wondering what the angle, what is this another like case of a band that was doing a different type of music who are just, in the case on the other ones they were giving rapping a go, and on this they're just giving toasting a go, or I don't know.
Evening all. I'd like to tell you a story about when I was a very young boy. I must have been 3 or 4 months old at the time, and I didn't know what I wanted. But if I did, I wouldn't have been able to tell anybody because all I could do was gurgle. So I sat there in my high chair, thinking one day, looking at my tray, and thinking what I'd give for a meal on there. So I started looking around the kitchen to see what I could have. I was rubbing my eggy soldier in my head, trying to think. And then I looked over in the corner, and there's a yellow and white bread bin with its mouth open, just staring at me like I saw bread in there. I thought, I'll have toast. A little piece of toast.
This is actually a song about toast. I thought this song was going to be about toasting. What did maybe it is. Maybe they're making a connection. Because All City Steve said this track called Toasting. But maybe he just that's a typo, or I mean, he wrote that by accident because the song is just called Toast. But he said early rap. Let's see. Gleam said, think he tries rapping. User Unknown said, Cool for Cats by Squeeze, bars, my request. Alright, but User Unknown, let me know the year of that. Yeah, because we're not going past 1984 today. Yeah. Sam Gregory said, is it a song about toasting? It seems like a song about toasting bread, not actually toasting as in MCing.
Then I started getting older, and I hated this, I hated that. Expensive steak was ludicrous, and cafes couldn't cater for the finer things in life. The upper crust was not for me. I could tell that. So I'd go home, switch the kitchen light on, put the grill on, slip a slice under, and have toast.
This is slightly a banger though.
Because there's so much to choose from. There's brown bread, white bread, all sorts of wholemeal bread. It comes in funny packages with writing on the side, but it doesn't matter which one you have, because cut the crust off, have it with marmalade or butter, cheese, tomatoes, beans, banana, or chocolate if you're strange, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, it all goes with toast. A little piece of toast.
Toast.
I'm gonna think about it some.
Nah, this is hard, I can't lie. Alright, user unknown said late 70s, cool, we can pull up your song.
That's toast. Just toast.
User unknown said, at the time this was poor man's Ian Jury, they were posh kids, it's a rip-off. But this is saying it's 78 though, and the Ian Jury rapping, like when he started rapping, what we was shown last week was 79. So I mean, I don't know if they were both doing it outside of records before then, but yeah, you can tell these men are like, yeah, it's the posh kids version, but it's still hard though, I can't lie, it's hard. And the drums are cold. The drums on this are cold. Like the whole, that kind of bounce to it. It's almost trap, man.
That's toast.
Gleam said, just think this made it to the chart too. That means tens of thousands of people brought this.
Just toast. So then Friday was my day off. I went down the supermarket with me basket in me hand. I'm walking from one counter to another, trying to find a bread store, but I can't find it anywhere. And then I bumped into a mother with a baby in a basket, and she says, oh look, I come down here for a little bit of peace and quiet, get some bread to go home making toast. Just toast. I like toast. And I says, yeah, but I don't know if I like toast.
Ah, let's burn.
Okay, scrape that toast, boys.
This is weird as hell, man. What are they up to? Is this their scratching? Is this that scratching?
Gentlemen, that's toast. Just toast. I can't think about it anymore. I've got to go and have some.
Yeah, I must admit I'm getting a bit brown up standing here as well.
I'll take that off.
Should we go and have some toast?
Let's go.
Okay then. See ya. Right, all.
Alright, after I finish the show, I'm definitely going to make some toast. Peanut butter and all of that. User unknown said, yeah, it's a good tune. I like posh kids. They are afforded the free time to make great culture. I mean, sometimes, yeah, they're able to do cool stuff. But most of the time, it's people in the struggle that have nothing else and have to, like, use the resources around them that make great culture. But that was funny. Maybe I don't know if I would have liked it at the time, but I like it now in hindsight and having, just looking at what's kind of funny and cool to check out. He said, but yeah, I was told that was 78. If we accept that as rap, it is before everything else we've done so far. Because it's before, who was it? Lorraine Chase. By the way, I know all of you weren't here at the beginning when I discovered that Lorraine Chase is the first UK rapper and actually the first rap record before Rapper's Delight. But yeah, we can watch that back. I'll upload it separately. Kaleem said, posh people gang banging with butter knives instead of zombies. Oh my gosh. Alright, so what was the other ones I was just told to do? The beat mirror in the bathroom. Is that a request? Is that a request? I've got to go for this one first. Cool Cats by Squeeze, yeah. I'm only gonna do about another half hour. I also had an interview with it's a 2-hour interview that All City Steve sent me from his show, and he said it's an interview with someone who breaks down the whole history of the early days of UK hip hop. So I wanted to watch. I didn't want to watch all of it, but maybe watch the start seeing the names that come up and stuff like that. Might do a bit of that just before we finish, but right now I'm just gonna. Until then, I'm just gonna do the stuff that you asked me to do. Yeah, so I'm taking requests, and if the request is trash, and it's not of the era that we're doing, nothing after 1984, and it has to have rapping in it. I'm just googling this first though. Cool for Cats song, so I can see the year. Cool for Cats is a song by English rock band Squeeze, released as a second single from their album of the same name. The song features a rare lead vocal performance from Cockney accented Squeeze lyricist Chris Difford. One of the only 2 occasions he sang lead, boom boom boom, peaked at number 2 on the UK singles charts in 1979. Do they consider that is the word rap in this? No rap, yeah, no hip hop, no. They're not mentioning it, but we might know it as all the same. Let's go.
The Indians send signals from the rocks above the pass. The cowboys take position in...
Hold up. Still fronting on Gilbert Sullivan, 1880 in London, and it's tough. What are you saying? Gilbert and Sullivan is something in 1880 in London. I can find it on YouTube, yeah? Is that what you're telling me? User unknown is saying this. He requested this, and he's saying it's bars, but not hip hop, like Ian Jury. But Ian Jury was like, so rapping. When you say bars, because even singing is bars. But yeah, I get what you're saying in the way we use it. All right, let's hear.
The Indians send signals from the rocks above the pass. The cowboys take position in the bushes and the grass. The score is with the corporal, she is tied against a tree. She doesn't mind the language, it's the beating she don't need. She lets loose all the horses when the corporal is asleep. And he wakes to find the fire's dead and arrows in his axe. And Davy Crockett rides around and says it's cool for cats, it's cool for cats. The Sweeney's doing 90 cause they've got the work.
It's bars at least, not hip hop. Like, no, it's poetry. I don't know what I call this, because like it sounds like Blur, innit? It sounds like what came later in Britpop, right? And this is still singy. They were like singy but chatting as well, innit? Like, but I wouldn't have called what Blur did rap at any point. But I get it. Like it's debatable. It's cool though. It's definitely it's a vibe.
They get a gang of villains in a shed up at Heathrow. They're counting out the fivers when the handcuffs lock again. In and out at once with the numbers on their names. It's funny how the missus always looks a bleeding same. And meanwhile at the station there's a couple of likely lads who swear like as your father, and they're very cool for cats. They're cool for cats. Change the mood a little, I've been posing down the pub. I'm seeing my reflection, I'm looking slightly rough. I fancy this, I fancy that, I wanna be so flash. I'll give a little muscle and I'll spend a little cash. But all I get is bitter and a nasty little rash. And by the time I'm sober, I've forgotten what I've had. And everybody tells me that it's cool to be a cat, cool for cats.
Yeah, he's got bars, man. He's got bars. He's got bars for sure. He said it's not singing, it's verbals. Yeah, I mean, it's not quite singing, but it's got a melody there slightly, I feel like. Or is it just tones I'm thinking of, like verbals on a jungle beat. Yes, I don't know what you mean by jungle. I don't think it's a jungle beat. Those jackets with the name on the back, I mean, I guess that's probably a rock thing as well, but that just felt a bit hip-hop to me.
at the disco when I think I've got a pull. I ask her lots of questions as she hangs onto the wall. I kiss her for the first time and then I take her home. I'm invited in for coffee and I give the dog a bone. She likes to go to discos but she's never on her own. I said I'll see you later and I'll give her some old chat. But it's not like they on the TV when it's called for cats, it's called for cats.
Yeah. No, that was hard, man. Big up user unknown. He said the streets in the 70s. How is this not like them? Yeah, fully. You can see the streets connection there. Mike Skinner, and you know, like, but then people argued Mike Skinner wasn't hip hop. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but I classed him as part of it. Do you know what I'm saying? User unknown said hip hop right there. You know, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I think some people would argue nah, but I'm with you. Gleam said that's been used on loads of ads. Chris Hayes said tunes. Yeah, I think we've covered a lot today. You know, we've covered a lot of different sounds. I'm finding this show really fun. What else did you say though? What else did user unknown say? I'm just taking user unknown suggestions right now. And he also said this is the melting pot. Yeah, and you know, hip hop is a melting pot, so that's all good. Do you know what I'm saying? For us to look at all that. But he said something last week and this week. Oh yeah, 1880. Gilbert and Sullivan. Is this like a performance? Like, what am I looking for here? Modern Major General is the song. Modern Major General. Yeah, Gilbert and Sullivan, Modern Major General. Is that what you're telling me? I am the very model of a Modern Major General, often referred to as blah blah blah. Is a patter song from Gilbert and Sullivan's 1878 comic opera Pirates of the Penzance. It has been called the most famous Gilbert and Sullivan patter song sung by... So what is patter? I've heard of this before as well. Does this have the word rap in it anywhere? Stephen Colbert opined that some verses of favourite song by rap artist Chance the Rapper are. So that's something to do with something that happened later. Yes, YouTube, mate, it's dope. Alright, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna pull it up. We're gonna play it because you told me this last week and I said you were having a laugh. Yeah, about 1800s. But what is patter song mean? What's that? The patter song is characterized by a moderately fast tempo with a rapid succession of rhythmic patterns in which each syllable of text corresponds to one note. Staple in comic opera. The lyric of a patter song generally features tongue-twisting rhyming text with alliterative words and other consonant or vowel sounds that are intended to be entertaining to listen to at a rapid speed. So you're saying this is better than rap? It's important. Are you telling me this is like the start of rap? This is before rap? This is rap before rap? Yeah? That's what you're trying to tell me. What one do I click? Just any of them? They're all the same, yeah? It's different. That looks like a modern version of it. So let's click the old one.
I am the very model of a modern nature general. Life, information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical.
Red flag for this though, because he's like police or like a soldier and that. Yeah, we let hip hop and the police don't connect. And he's got this Union Jack flag there. You know what I'm saying? Red flag for that as well. I'm joking really, but this is what should be under a jungle beat, right? This is like literally like I'm saying spitting bars. This is Eminem. This is where Eminem got his thing from. Yeah, this is Bapkins.
I am very well acquainted with matters mathematical. I understand equations both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorems, I'm teeming with a lot of news. Lot of news.
Papa?
With many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
With many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
I am very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animalculous. In short, in manners, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern nature general.
Yo, he's got wordplay though. Like, he's got wordplay. User Unknown is clearly a big fan of this. He said it's amazing. Posh rappers rock. Listen, it was theatre. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, this is something else. We can't say it's not impressive.
I know a mythic history, King Arthur's Paradox.
But again, the whole story, you know what I'm saying? The modern, very modern, a model of a modern major general, yeah? You know what I'm saying? We needed NWA to come later and say fuck the police. But yeah, cool. I saw a video, oh my god. Someone sent me a video of a police officer rapping today. I might have to just pull that up just out of it, just for us to boss joke on it. Like, someone sent it to me and said, here's Wayne Webster. Here's Wayne Webster's new thing. And it's like, there's a few of them recently where they keep having videos of like London police officers rapping. But this whole rap was like about giving a man a strip search. Talking about now you're not getting released until you've got two clear poos and all of that. I was like, oh my god, why for that? They made comedies, they mocked authority. User Unknown said, okay, yeah, I guess so, but he's playing the character of the authority in it, but you're right, it's mocking the authority, right? Yeah, good point. User Unknown said 1880, but I actually just read it was 1879. Yeah, 1879, I think. Around then, innit? So like 100 years before the other stuff that we're talking about, yeah?
Elegiacs, all the crimes of Heliogabalus. In conics I can floor peculiarities, parabolas. Hey! I can tell undoubted Raphaels from Gerardos and Zophanies. I know the croaking chorus from the frogs of Aristophanes, and I can hum a fugue of which I've heard the music's dinner for. Dinner for. And whistle all the airs from that infernal nonsense pinafore. Then I can write a Washington in Babylonic cuneiform and give you every detail of Caractix's uniform. In short, in annals, vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern nature general. In short, in annals, vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is the very model of a modern nature general.
Yeah, so User Unknown saying this was the people mocking the leaders, the major, like the character of the major is dumb, like he's being portrayed as dumb. Even when he took off the hat and he was bald and his hair looked funny, it was like a mockery, innit? User Unknown said the Simpsons used HMS Pinafore skills.
In fact, when I know what is meant by mamelon and ravelin, when I can tell it sight a Mauser rifle from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises I'm more wary at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat. When I have learned what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery. In short, when I've a smattering of elemental strategy. Strategy. Strategy, strategy. You'll say a better major general is never strategy. You'll say a better major general is never strategy. You'll say a better major general is never strategy. You'll say a better major general is never strategy.
He needs to allow the twerking though.
Has only been brought down to the beginning of the century, but still in manners vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern nature general. Still in manners vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern nature general.
This video is actually quite a bit longer, but I don't know if that's the end of that section. Should I continue it, User Unknown? Are you saying should I do the rest, or is that a good representation? That was interesting, man. I've been educated. And User Unknown, I was mocking yesterday. Last week I thought you was taking the piss, and yeah, we've definitely been educated with something that's like a type of rapping in the UK 100 years before all the other examples that we've looked at, which is crazy. Chris Hayes said, "Great job performing that." Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it must have been iconic at the time, innit? Like, and very like groundbreaking and something new to kind of see, right? But yeah, definitely not hip hop culture. But I get your points in that it's mocking authority, which is relevant to hip hop culture. You said that's cool. I do take the piss as well. Yeah. I know. Well, we got to be able to take the piss out of each other around here. I do think that's important. So no, it's 1983, bro. But how far do you want to go back though? Could say any poetry is rap. Yeah, I was having that conversation with my mum today, so we were talking about old British poets and that, and I was like, no, that's the year that I just read, Gleam. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let me just get it back up. And yeah, actually, that might be insane to even be like a, yeah, like that video might be 1983 or whatever, but it is from, yeah, it says here it's a patter song from Gilbert and Sullivan's 1879 comic opera, The Pirates of Penzance. So that's what the opera's from, but obviously there's probably different times it was performed. He's saying, yeah, colour video was invented in 1899. I was just thinking that, yeah, the colour video thing might have made that impossible. But I think that was just a performance from later, because there was also a recent performance. When I Googled it, yeah, look, that's whatever that one's from. But look, this one's 80. That's obviously a modern performance of it as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, who knows when the original version of it or whatever is, but it's from, he's saying 1880, but it actually says here 1879, Pirates of the Penzance. And it's their most famous song from then. Obviously, remember, like, originally, like, music came out as, like, just sheet music, you know what I'm saying, like before. So it's not necessarily the performance that is the song. So yeah, Dan Riddler, the musical, was written in 1880, yeah, 1879. Chris Hayes said Shakespeare. Someone else said Shakespeare a few times, and then someone today said no, because Shakespeare didn't exist. So yeah, I wonder if there is like a black and white version of it. Probably, like, here's a black and white picture with it, with just, maybe that's just the audio version. Look, as we go through, yeah, there's loads of versions. Yeah, I can't tell you what year that specific version was performed. Oh yeah, it says 1985, Canada's Stratford Festival, 1985. But yeah, interesting, man. Yeah, the words would have been written then. I would assume they wouldn't change it. It was Francis Bacon. Yeah, so the words wouldn't have been changed, and also probably the flow to a degree, right? It's a style of what is called patter song. That was interesting as hell, man. Check out the other videos if you didn't check out the first episode before this of UK Legends. Go watch the video, who is the first UK rapper. I did a 4.5 hour show that day, but it wasn't all about these questions, so I did a 1 hour and a half, maybe 1.5 hours video just of that, and that's been getting a lot of love and a lot of comments. Please do leave comments on these videos. Like, I'm putting up videos that are like question form, so answer them in the comments and that as well, because I'll often, like today, I've gone back to those comments and pulled it up to respond to stuff here, do you know what I'm saying? But alright, man, big love, big respect.